Is she actually sexually rejecting you, or are you just incapable of reading the room? Did you come up behind her while she was doing dishes, grab her boobs, grind your pelvis into her, and say, hey, want to have sex? No, she probably doesn't. Elbow deep in dirty dishwater and being groped probably isn't a turn on for the majority of women. Yes, someone is going to show up in my comments and say, I would be offended if my husband didn't do that. Okay, I'm glad that that works for you, but the majority of women, no, she's not going to be interested right at that moment. And then if you take that personally as a personal sexual rejection, then that's going to frustrate her even more, because she's going to feel like you aren't actually interested in her sexuality, that you're only interested in getting your rocks off. Because if you were deeply interested in her sexuality and her enjoyment, you would not grope her when she's trying to do dishes. You would approach her in a different manner, because that sort of approach generally is only about the man's pleasure and not hers. And then when you get angry about it, it communicates to her that you aren't actually interested in her pleasure, that it's all about you and what you can get from the use of her body. And so she's frustrated, which makes her even more uninterested in having sex with you the next time you ask, because she remembers what happened this time you asked. And so my message here is read the room. If she's elbow deep in something else, don't grope her unless she has expressly communicated that that's what she's into. Send her flirty text messages. Don't say, hey, you want to have sex, while grinding yourself into her. Approach her gently and say, hey, are you in the mood to get into the mood later? Or even better, ask her how she would like to be approached for sexual encounters, and then listen. Undo it. Don't dismiss it. Don't say it's too hard. Don't say, well, don't explain why you shouldn't have to do it that way. Actually listen to what she's trying to tell you. And if you don't understand, ask her to explain to help you understand. You'll probably have good sex that way.